If you're not happy with your action camera footage, this video is for you, because this video is all about showing you guys which settings we use to make our footage look the best that it can possibly look. And we're just going to go into detail about it. We're going to explain how we do it and what our favorite settings are. Alright, so in this video we're going to be using the GoPro Hero 12 Black and the GoPro 11 Black Mini, and these settings should probably work with other action cameras as well, but we're not completely sure because we're going to be using GoPro in this video. So if you own a GoPro, this video is targeted especially for you. So before we go to all the settings, go into all the details, I just want to mention where we mount the cameras to get the best point of view. In our opinion, so just with these types of helmets, you can't really mount them under the visor, but we like to mount them on top. Right here you can see I have a GoPro mount. But with full faces and stuff like that, you can mount them here underneath the visor, which in my opinion is really good. It gets a great point of view. You see a lot. You can also just get a chesty, but it really depends on what type of footage you're recording. So those are our main perspectives and where we mount the camera. So yeah, let's get into the specs. So for the resolution, we're going to be using 4K with an 8x7 full sensor readout, so you can choose if you want vertical footage or horizontal footage. Basically what it does is it makes it that it doesn't crop into the picture. For the frame rate, we use 30 frames per second. That's probably the most common frame rate you'll see today. It looks the most natural when you're shooting a video. You can go higher if you want to slow the video down, like 60 or 120 frames per second. But it just will take up more storage space. If you go below 30 frames per second, it could start getting a bit choppy and not so clean. So 30 frames per second is more or less the sweet spot, and that's the one that we use most commonly unless we want to slow down the footage. Alright, so for the field of view, you're going to want to use wide. So what we do to stabilize our footage is actually to turn hyper smooth off. So basically just shuts off all stabilization in the GoPro. And what this does, it turns it off, but afterwards we can crop it out and stabilize it with gyro flow. Most of the time we use 5500 Kelvin for the white balance. You're going to want to turn your bit rate to high and your shutter to auto. Make sure to have 10-bit on so you can record more detailed colors and shadows. You're going to want to have sharpness on low. For the ISO we use a minimum of 100 and a maximum of 1600. So for the color profile, you're going to want to have it on flat so you have a better range to work with in post-production. And make sure that you have horizon turned off. So we came up here for the exciting part of the video, and that is to show and compare the differences between our settings and the settings that come standardly on the GoPro. So here we got the GoPro 12 Black, and on the other hand we got the GoPro 11 Black Mini. Alright, so here's a quick comparison of the automatic settings and the settings that we have. Alright, so a pro tip that we all recommend that you do to get the best looking stabilization possible is to use gyro flow or Real Steady by GoPro to be able to crop into the picture and adjust basically the stabilization by yourself. And also what you can do, which is something that is really helpful and that makes the clips look a lot better, is to get rid of that fisheye effect that you get when you're filming with wider perspectives. Alright, so a quick disclaimer, Real Steady actually costs money whilst gyro flow does not, so we use gyro flow. So if you enjoyed this video or you could learn anything new from this video, we would appreciate a like or a subscribe from you guys. And if you have any more questions, we'll be happy to answer them in the comment section below. So yeah, see you in the next one. We're going to be using a GoPro Hero 12 Black and the GoPro Hero 12 Black. Bro, I repeat myself. So you're gonna want to turn bro, what the f